we go, folks, here back on a Tuesday. What's up? Let's get to it. Market's doing a little reversal. I was up 150, 200, now down 100. I guess they don't like the news. Doesn't really matter. We know we are in a vacuum. We're still in the vacuum, kids. Been saying that for a few weeks. Sometimes it's boring, but it's essential where it's just not happening. Not yet. We're really close. We've got some things starting to start to tick off here. And we're getting closer to what I think is a monster opportunity, but you guys know what I've been saying. You've got to be patient during the vacuum. Let them clean it up, get it out, throw out the trash, shake it out, throw it down. Give us some oversold, delicious setups and go. Great to see everybody in the chat today. What's going on? We're here Tuesday, Thursday, 12:15, 12:30-ish. But hit the like button, hit subscribe so you get the notes when we jump on so we can look at killer charts, killer harmonic patterns like XRP, Bitcoin. XRP, guys, pointing in the right direction. Looking pretty tasty if I don't mind saying so. And I'm liking this. Slow and steady wins the race. And this, since its last inflection, is now like there's 30 days. 30 days post the last pivot point on XRP, and boy, nice big fat pause with a daily dot, no less. Perfect daily dot on XRP. Setting us up. So don't be discouraged. I know a lot of people are a little down because crypto's not doing anything. Let's bring it together. Let's come together, hands in. On three, we go crypto. 1, 2, 3. Crypto. Right? It's happening. We're still there. So everything's cool. Daniel's asking, do I trade futures? Yes. I was just selling the market before I got out of here. I got out of a short this morning. I posted that in the Discord, guys, this morning. It was fat NASDAQ 5-minute, like massive back-to-back patterns. Daniel, get into the Discord, man. I don't know what you're doing. Send me a note, Daniel. I'll get you in there. Check it out for free, 30 days. Hey, anybody else wants to get in on the gold Discord? That's kind of the monthly deal. We're gonna do software, and then you can get 30 days of the gold membership if you want to get in on that. And so get over here, get your TradingView software. If you're in here, folks, and you are not on the greatest software program, bar none, show me a better program than Harmonic Pattern Collection. Show me a better program than Harmonic Pattern Collection. Anybody. I challenge you. Send your TradingView username to hpc@sr-analyst.com to get the greatest software charting program in the freaking world. What, are you kidding me? We got everything here, all the patterns and HSI and target levels and dots. The current dot and current NASDAQ situation, yeah, I got out. Now we're about to make new lows. I got out of the short right before I started. Now we're about to crack new lows for the day. Don't like the 4-hour chart right here. 4-hour NASDAQ just printed a new HSI to the downside. That's why we've got pressure this morning. And we know the deal, though. We're in a full type 1. Have I not been clear? Have I not been clear that we are in a full type 1 retracement for weeks? Here's the butterfly. NASDAQ, 4-hour or even daily's better. Okay, we're looking at 487.27. Still doesn't change. Look at every session in the last few weeks. This is what we have continued to stick to. This is ideal type 1 behavior as we make new lows from the morning. See? That just cost me. I just got out of that trade at 840. Now it's 795. whatever. I can't do both. I can't do a podcast and trade at the same time and do what I need to do. But it's all good. 4727, type 1, target for the butterfly. We get it this week, kids. It's like that. Non-confirmation, just a reaction. It's the best thing for this market. Shake it out. Throw it away. Now, please, throw it all away. Let these longs and these bulls throw away their stocks down to our target ones. It's just like August. There's so many parallels to what happened in August. We're going to get a sharp. Watch we get a big down day to capitulate into this zone. I mean, we're only down 0.5% today. We were up 0.5%, so there's a 1% swing. But I'm talking like a 2-3% one-day move where Qs are down like 10 or 15 in a day. Then that would get me happy. That would get us oversold. You got it, Justin. We'll get to XLM in a second. I like XLM. I like XRP. Nothing has changed on that. In fact, I'm thinking we're going to have to probably load up on XRP if it just keeps on doing stuff like this. XRP's fat, guys. I mean, XRP, everybody's looking at this thing. Everybody's looking at this. Okay, what is this? It's a big bear flag breaking out right now. Big pennant flag. I mean, there's only one place for this to go. Now. And I've been watching the dot. Got a little overbought. We're failing. And I'd say actually with a breakout and a close above 260, that's an official failure. What do these do typically when you have that kind of a bull flag? Well, you do a 1-to-1 segment. It's kind of like this. Really common. Just a 1-to-1 measured segment. 440, guys. My target does not change on XRP to be a mass price discovery candidate with 520 to 550. Off of the massive pattern, you know, we're now measuring like we're not 382 or 618. Remember, we were like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's getting to 134, guys. Yeah, now we're 265. Look, if we go extreme off of XRP's beautiful bat pattern that preceded this, like 3618, we've seen that before. And that's like $6. I'm willing to be conservative and say generally 5 to 6, but we need to go all-time discovery here. And we put X, A, B, and it works like this. This is how we can use patterns as targets as much as reversals. But, you know, if that's a big fat crab structure, which it is, talk to me at 530, guys. XRP needs to retest this 270, 280 area, bust through $3, and just keep going. And it sure looks like it is. I mean, that last test at 2 down here, and we had patterns. We had patterns. 4 hour. Fat Gartley, 203, 204. Big. And remember what I said last week about this check back? I don't know if you guys remember, but it's like a real inside kind of strategy or consideration in terms of harmonic action that it came to me through years of seeing this stuff do remarkable things, that you get some kind of big inflection. And we are at levels like 270. Remember, 270 is the big 786. I'll retrace that. But regardless, really common to get these perfect 382 reactions off of a real nice zone. And that's exactly what it did. And then come back for the type 2. And that's what we're doing. What is up here? You know, it's kind of like that. Like I'm looking for 280 now pretty quickly, but let's trace it back. Remember, XRP, we had patterns. We had Gensler. And now, you know, Mr. Kojak himself is gone. What a joke. These people are a joke. They piss me off so much. But they're gone, so we can celebrate that. And what is this creature? Well, it's a connect the dots. First, it's a Gartley. It's a Gartley because your B point's at a 7.8 as a 618. The 786 is like 265. 270, we're right back there. And so then we get that reaction down. Okay. That's what that is. It's a reaction down. Now I want to see it fail. That's what's going on here. And that sneaky 382 level, that actually, if we can identify it early and we understand what that is, okay, then we know why we're headed back up, why we're not going lower. I mean, 270 to 290, bring it. But what I want to see is this thing fail. XRP, really unique case. One of the strongest, if not the strongest, second to Bitcoin. I do think this is going to become a number 2 Bitcoin. I think this will hop Ethereum eventually. But this is a big deal. Monthly HSI, we've got to have readings, right? We can't just be fudging it. Well, monthly HSI is going back into the zone. We know magical things can happen in these expansions, and it's like this. Last time XRP was this high, all right, you got to go back to 17. And XRP, when it hit the overbought on monthly, had jumped from half a penny to 5 cents. And then it went as high. I mean, imagine that. Went to a high of 330 in that cycle. Okay, what are some of the common characteristics? Well, that went up, continued. I mean, the remarkable thing is that we even got a dot and it still did that parabolic move. The other thing that has really got my attention, if we're sitting in this overbought condition and we continue to expand, you stay with this. And then this was the really big deal. The big spike pushed you back into the overbought zone. I'm looking for something like that. And this little push higher, these are really critical, tiny formations that as long as this keeps pushing up month over month, XRP goes higher, guys. First, let's take it in chunks, 270 to 290. But I'll tell you what. You print 301, you might as well print $5. Curtis, what's good? XRP is good, man. XRP is good. Fat finger long. You have my permission. And what if it goes back down to 2? Buy more. XRP's top is not 260. It's not 270, guys. It's not this pattern. What's happening is this pattern's about to fail. We're going to take it out. We're going to go to new highs. All right, let's get the other, we're tracing out these are pending patterns, but they're not official. You got to complete them on the month. So close, 290. 290s, this is a big retest. I expect a blast through. XLM, not as nice. I'm still long a chunk. It's about a third of what the original position was, which you guys know was a lot. I took the cash, sitting on a chunk of cash. It was too much to go up and go through a 40% drawdown. Sorry. I mean, we're talking like it was substantial. From 9-10 cents with the size that I had. And I won't even talk about it. You can see it on my Twitter feed. The size that I took down here at 9 to 10 cents. And rode that, got out on like 3/4 of 53, a little bit more, held over 100K, got over 100K, 100,000 of these. Do I go back to 300 or 400? I don't know. I'm kind of liking the Action XRP a little bit more. So those are 2 biggies to start off with. And let me just riff here for a few more minutes, and then I'll take what you guys want to look at. Bitcoin. What's up, Bitcoin? Are we really going to put in a bearish candle this month? I doubt it. Are we going to close below last month's low? I doubt it. Flash down to 88K. It's not really where I wanted to see it, but okay, so what? What is it? It's a retest of the terminal bar. HSI dot is still the key. That dot trigger, we're in this zone. I still say this zone fails. When do we bust out? When do we really bust out here? I still say the larger number is like 96, which is a hop level. Get back above that. Maybe we can stretch that down for the daily to like 92K. My zone's still 96 to 115. 90, even though we flashed down to 80 something, 89. What was the low? 89. Not a biggie down. And you see every time they try to throw it down under 96, it doesn't stay there very long. They're looking for continuation. What's the best place to be sizing this up? 4-hour chart, folks. And what's here? We got some bat structure at 92 on the 4-hour, but all of that has to hold. We're going counter HSI at the moment, so we're not out of the woods. But the pause continues. And I do say the larger situation, okay, your moon targets for Bitcoin, you guys know what they are. My moon targets are 159, 160, and 210. 210 being the max for the cycle. But that doesn't happen until you get above 108, 115. And this all has to hold, and we push higher to fail this pattern. Okay? What's the one thing that I was saying last session that has to happen? Get HSI turning back up. And today it turned it back up finally. We're not going to come down. That's at least a first. That's a first since back here, beginning of the year. And so day one, getting that back in the right move, the right direction. I still kind of think XRP is has a better chart. So that's it. Does Carney have the BTC house? You mean paid with by Bitcoin? No, I'm holding Bitcoin. It's kind of a never sell. It's a never sell sale or Bitcoin. My interest is in other stuff. I'm very intrigued by the XRP situation. Think about it this way. Are these permanent lows? Was that 60-cent bottom? Will that ever get revisited? I don't think so on XRP. So then what's the real permanent low on XRP and how high can it go? I got to look at this. Okay, and I think it's important just so we understand coin market cap of the top coins. Go to coinmarketcap.com. Okay, I think this is important just so we know, having some kind of idea of what's really possible. Bitcoin, 1.9, call it $2 trillion. Okay, Ethereum's number 2, and Ethereum, 15% of that market cap. And we know how we feel about Ethereum. Not much. But then there's XRP at 150 billion, 152. Well, if that eclipses Ethereum and goes to number 2, which I think it could, then that's a double or more from current levels. That's, you get to there, you take out, put it this way, you get to our target at 550. That's how you take out Ethereum, and Ethereum does nothing. Ethereum stays between 3,000 and 4,000. XRP goes to 550 or 6. That's how you take it out. I think it can get close, and I think it's helpful to look at all of these. Bitcoin's the king, obviously, and then the top 10. Okay, top 10, you can't even, you take the next 20 actually, really, or more, they still don't equal the total market cap of Bitcoin. But we're going to have to think about who's going to be number 2. Is Binance going to do anything? Probably not. Not any major surge, no. And, Dogecoin, I'm not a fan of Doge, guys. I'm really not a fan of Doge. A lot of people ask, I don't know why they're asking about Doge, maybe because it was down. I'm not a fan. I mean, I think you got better potential in Solana or Stellar Lumens, because then you're down here on the list and you look at the top, the 10 to 20. And again, you're thinking about stuff like, I don't know, things that are moving up the list, like Near Protocol's moving up the list. Slowly but surely. It hasn't done much, but it could get up there. Bitcoin Cash, not so much. Polkadot, these are just lingering at 10 billion. But HBAR, that was, from 2 billion to 10 billion now. Can it go to 20? Maybe. Notice Lumens are 13 billion. I think Lumens can get to 20, which is a double or more, 2025. And think of it this way. Where are the Cardanos of the world currently? All of like the second level, the number 10 to 15s, they're 20 to 30, 40 billion. That's about it. And I think that's possible for these lower tier. Of course, it's all got to happen with the king. Bitcoin's got to be doing stuff. And I'm liking what's going on. We're done with this. Look, inauguration's coming up. This is the end of the vacuum I've been talking about. So a couple more days, and then news events are going to fly. The narrative, there's just been nothing to trade on. I've been saying that for the last couple of weeks, that there would not be anything to trade on. And crypto loves big news events. Okay, now we're going to start getting some. I hear it, Greg. I hear what you're saying. Just because you're going to have Ripple Labs platform for all the remittance payments and whatever, the XRP token. But and there's been a lot of criticism of XRP, no doubt. I think, look, you're looking at the players where the money's going to flow, and people are not going to question these top tier. They're not going to question the top tier stuff. I mean, a top 20. It's just a matter of who's really got enough narrative to move forward. Like, I don't think Doge has any narrative to explain why it should be more than a $50 billion. Why should Doge be anything more than a $50 billion bag of zero? It does nothing. I mean, people are payments, whatever. I just don't, there's just not a lot there. Maybe I'm wrong, but what I'm saying is, think about the ones that people are really going to throw money at because of overall crypto accumulation and allocation. We're waiting for the second leg on Bitcoin, and that could start as early as this weekend. I'm expecting this Bitcoin situation to continue to be a pause with an eventual failure. Okay, we have a defined high-level green line HSI dot trigger, and all of it's 92 at the low end. Yes, 89 was clipped again, but this is a pause, and then we're going to have to push higher. Okay, the only way we don't is we go back and we trigger, I think we go back at least 103, 104, and then if we put in another dot, okay, like if we don't make we go up, retest, don't make progress, and start to roll over again, I'd have to reassess. But right now, it's holding. It's higher. Let's glimpse at the total. I don't want to spend too much time on this today, but I'll look. Totals like this, total crypto market cap. It has its dot. This is what I want to highlight. Again, this is why you get the software. You're not going to get it. You're not going to understand this unless you're with the software. What's here? It's a harmonic oversold signal with the dot. Right there on that bar. The open trigger is 3.23 trillion, now 3.27. This is big stuff down here. You formed the oversold, you check back, there's your second dot. And it's, ever since this resistance at 3.6, can we do something? Literally 2 days ago was literally day one. Call this day three, and you're doing the right thing. You're holding. You had a shakeout, you're holding. Hold 3 trillion. There's other things that I've talked about. I mean, here's one. Let me just riff on a few. Celestia, guys. Talked about this last time. This is one of those down in the hole. Did a big retracement. We got back to back. I'm not going to spend much time on this, but we were looking for the down move really to like 5.7 to 6.9. And then the dots did not come in till right here, like 4.7, which is where we are now. I'm looking for this to be pretty much it. Could we retest 418? Maybe one more time. But this is the kind of stuff you want to look at. Little nibbles. Start nibbling on stuff like that. Doesn't look like a lot, but I think this 4.7 could be 6.8 or right back to 8.7 pretty quickly on a crypto bounce. A lot of things here. We have done the time. Okay, we've been in the penalty box for a couple weeks, right? Feels like, oh, Scott, you're not offering us too much these days. There hasn't been much to give you until now. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. How about Cardano? What about this garbage? Are we doing anything with this? Maybe. Beautiful dot line check back on the daily at 88. That's got to be your floor. Click to the 4 hour. Look at what we have here. Right, 91 with the bat right off the top on the 4 hour. 91 cents, that's got to be a floor. And a floor, you're 99 at the moment, but you're looking for like 120 retest, 124. I like the fact that you've spent your 30 days up here. There's the 2nd of January. Okay, this is 30 days. It's 176 on a 4 hour, but 30 days up here. And we go 1, 2 on the bullish, and then we form a bearish bat, and then there's your type 1 reaction. So like a ping pong, 1 and then 2. We should do the return. You should be looking at the low at 91 here. Go back, hit 117 at target 2 at a minimum. Can we really do something larger than that? Like, can we really just get out of the zone and start breaking out above 50 levels on the daily? At least that's pointed in the right direction on the daily. Yeah, look, I'm if you're not into XRP yet, I'm not saying, I mean, you could fat finger a little bit today, but I would have it on the radar. And if it was to pull back 15, 20 cents, 30 cents, I consider it an opportunity. I'm looking for this thing to continue, though. Let's move forward. Somebody wanted AIOZ. AI's got down to, yeah, there you go. What do you know? Type 1, type 2 off the bat. At 7, we almost got a perfect 77 cents retest. That should be it. No confirmation, though. On the daily, no less. The daily, that's pretty sweet. Akash Network, I think you still got a chance here. Look, got a bat pattern, 290. And this was another one. We had a bearish pattern. We were looking for this to retest like 350. Well, where did the dot come in? Right there. So we're at the dot. It just, instead of taking, when we were looking at all of this in like late November, early December, we thought maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. It took over 30 days. It took 6 weeks to do that, to go dot to dot, but there it is, 290 on Akash. AIOZ looked like a scam. Every YouTube channel had comments about it being a scam. I'm just looking at patterns, my man, and trading type 1s, type 2s. Okay, I'm not a crypto nerd. I'm a chart nerd. I'm a harmonic pattern nerd. So I'm coming at you from harmonic pattern levels and confirmation to define opportunities. I don't have use case stuff for you. It's like, hey, here's the pattern. Here's the signal. Looking at these levels and confirmation dots and stuff. Where 290 for Akash Network, retesting the prior pattern at 309, should get us for a retest back to the 437, maybe $5. But I'm all ears on stories though, and narrative. Yeah, I want to know what people are thinking, but I still need patterns. What's up, Justin? Wants to look at Rune. Are these coming back at all? I haven't looked at Rune in a little while. It's probably time to go back to those gaming. And Gala too. We talked about Gala. Oh, look at Rune. Yikes. Okay, so thoughts on Rune. I didn't play. I told you guys I caught Phantom a year ago. I didn't catch the second half. Same could be said for Rune here. Rune was one of these back in 23 that, was priced for zero, under $1, and then it went 10x. 10x in a pre-halving cycle move. And then what does it say? It says, sorry, I'm not going to spend, this is a total manipulated move. I'm going to go do a full reset at 886. And you're now for the type 2 on the 886. You're 327. The number's 263. It's close, but the number's 263. I'm not going to shy. A lot of these that came down pretty hard, if you're within 20, 30 cents of full type 2s, we know how that goes. We have to assume that it wants the type 2. And it does. To trigger the reversal. Trigger the larger reversal, what would that mean? Well, we have the bat pattern that did really a great move. I mean, perfect. And this is just August. 263 to $7. Back-to-back patterns. But this reaction, this type 1 reaction, that's all that is. It's just, that's all that was a type 1 reaction. Now needs to have the type 2 satisfied. For this to truly be something where larger possibilities can come together, it would have to be like that, and then your larger possibility is target 2 at 805. Maybe a little bit lower. We talked about Snoop Dogg and Gala, like I know anything about rap, but I did hear the business story. I thought it was pretty badass that the guy bought the record label and was taking it to Gala Games and saying, screw you to iTunes and YouTube. I think that's great. I love when people, disrupt monopolistic models like those, because they are totally monopolies. They should not even be in that, be having that kind of level of control, but yet they do. That's okay. Things are going to change. But I fundamentally, Gala to me, same kind of deal. Love the story, and I would love to see like things happen like that. But where's the opportunity? It's close at 3, but the real type 2 off the bat is at 2 cents. I'd hate to try to FOMO at 3.5 cents and then have it go to 2. Like, buy $1 million for $35,000. When maybe a couple weeks later, I could have got that for, my investment could have been 20K. And why do I say 35,000 or 20,000, like grab $1 million? Because the whole idea is that, how many of these crypto can we get to go to $1? We buy them for 3 or 4 cents or 2 cents, You buy a million of those, and then they go to $1, and that's how I made $1 million on a crypto. Look, I baptism through fire with Doge last cycle for me. And my first alloc, I don't. I mean, I had such big eyes when I saw that Doge set up in 2020. My first allocation in Doge was 6.5 million at a half a penny. Had I held that all the way through, yes, it would have been much more than I took out. But I had Doge was like the example for me. And yes, that was a 7-figure crypto move. That was 4 years ago. And we did half of that with XLM just back in November, December. So, people really do win in crypto, but you got to get your levels right. And Gala, I think, is interesting. I think Gala, I have a few of these plays where it's like, okay, yeah, you're a little crazy. I mean, Stronghold, SHX, I told you guys, 2.5 million of those. And it's holding up. Now, here you go. We're 1.54. Stronghold, I like because, look, we got patterns. I've been talking about this like an idiot since half a penny. This is related to XRP and XLM. Just look it up. They've got payment system related to FedNow. That's good enough for me in terms of a story. Like, oh wow, okay, the Fed may use them or banks may use them for cross payments and stuff like that. Interesting. But what really got me was the weekly Gartley at 0.3 of a penny. So now you're 5x on that. We're 3x where I really started the position and then added at 0.9, and I even added at 1.2. My target is for this to continue, be a 1618 price discovery candidate for the cycle. Sure tempted to take, it's a nice 2 to 3x for me at the moment. And I'm just like, oh, maybe I just take that. But I think we're 1618-ish at 2.5 it's just time. And then if we get super crazy, how do I get the 5 cent mark? It's a 3618. Like that, 5.2, 5.3. And so you guys do the math. Every penny's 25K for me. I'll hold. Just be straight up. That's how I'm playing a lot of these. And I've got core, listen, I got core Bitcoin, both the coin and the ETF. You guys know that story. And that's a long-term forever hold for me. I don't care what Bitcoin does. I will continue to add long-term positions. Stuff like Ethereum, I've got a bunch with the ETH ETF. I might sell that and just roll it into Bitcoin. But I'm looking for more stuff like this, SHX or XRP, XLM plays, a couple others, things that I'm finding interesting. Look, Fed AI and the AIs, I think they're close. Fed almost got down for the perfect type 2 at 102. I mean, man, if we would have clipped that 101 level, that would have been it. That would have been the type 2 off the Gartley. I mean, that might have been a legendary. And I'm still looking at 101 retest for FET, thinking that could be a legendary type 2 on like Bitcoin did way back in 2016. Yeah, I'll get to Clean Spark in a little bit. I actually added more on the pullback. They popped this morning, pulled back. I bought more. I bought another 1,000. I added to more of the longer term calls. I got killed on last week's calls. I mean, not totally, but I don't like to lose on options. But I lost probably like 2K on those options. It was a little, I went aggressive. I thought I had the acceleration, but we'll still get them. I think, Clean Spark, you're looking at lows here. Same with Riot and Mara. I'll get to those in a second. A couple more things that are interesting that sorry. Where's the other AI I wanted to show you guys? Oh, render. Render's right there. 7. Oh no, that's RLC. RLC is another one. Is AI category. It's a bat pattern, and I mean perfect. Depending on your feed, 164 almost was clipped right at the end of the year. Like right there. What was it? That was December 20th. 165. 165.5. XA was 164. I think we get a dot down here. RLC is one, render's the other one. My question on render, how low are we going to come? Is it 650 or we get back to 446? Either way, let's finish what started here. Okay, because I still say this is a price discovery candidate. It's a type 1, Gartley. Bang. Are we going to come all the way back for the type 2? I don't know. That would be the ideal scenario, but maybe we just do the daily here. And we form something at a high level. I'm watching that. There's a few of these, like, it kind of reminds me of like Riot or Mara. Mara at 17. Clean Spark at 10. What's Bonk, Rich? What's Bonk doing? I'll look at Bonk. I'm not really crazy about these. I know Murad, and we did a whole session with Lieutenant Ponzi on meme coins. But man, these things go up and they come right back down. I mean, Bonk at the November low, okay, was 16,965. And then does a 3x and then does the full 886 retest. Be aware of that. Like every time this thing does a 2, 3x, it comes back 60, 80%. Go up and then back down 60. So why wouldn't it go up? It goes up again. Why would you not take the profit? I kind of like it. There's no dot here, but we do have some retesting to do. I think there's better crypto. And in fact, I would say, you're better served in Bitcoin. You're better served longer term in Bitcoin. If you're not going to, like when these pop 2, 3x and then they stall out and start to roll over, like here and here, I'd be of the opinion as well with a lot of the meme coins is that whatever the next run is over the next 6 to 10 weeks, that's probably the last run for the cycle. I'm not, guys, I've said to you before, I don't want to be involved with crypto past June. I'm looking for this as a first half of 2025 story. We get crazy and then we start to roll over this summer. So it's a compressed window for me. Couple others. You think it rips? Y'all hold me to it. Rich, Bonk is now your responsibility. Bring it up. Especially when something's happening. Don't let me miss it. I don't want to miss it. So I'll lean on you and you let me know. Bonk's moving, has something interesting, forms a nice pattern on the 4-hour chart. Let's go. Justin wants to look at Harmony 1, and here's another one where I added more a week or so ago back on HSI retest, like 250. This has got to hold. I would not want this to be a type 2, although it might be, and I probably FOMO'd a little bit too much on this one. I still say this is Harmony 1 it's a nice chart longer term. You've got some nice dynamics going on, a longer base. Your 382 is like 15 cents. So 2 to 15, I think that could happen in a price recovery. Sorry, not discovery. But we need a dot, and and so Justin, that's on you. When we get that dot, which should be in the next day or two of green behavior somewhere, then we could maybe go on it. Yeah, we have check back, and we got everything you want to see there. We need today, because it's like this. There's the arrow. Here's the check back. So today's day one of a green arrow, and then we get a green arrow tomorrow. Then we have a yellow dot. We're in business. Come remind me Thursday, Justin, for sure. The ETF on Bitcoin is smart, huh? Echo's asking. What's up, Echo? Echo, my story on why I went ETF on BTC was I got hacked. Not that I lost money, but I mean, somehow they were able to get into my account on Coinbase and lock me out. And so I changed everything and I removed the majority of my money off of Coinbase. And I had a lot of Bitcoin on there. And I got off of Coinbase and I went to a brokerage. And I won't say what brokerage because I think I've already volunteered too much information. But yeah, I mean, I just couldn't. Like if I had a 6-figure hack, and I know people that have been hacked, have 50,000 of Bitcoin hacked from them. Horrible. It sucks that you even have to worry about that. At least with a brokerage, I know, there's FDIC insurance. So get a couple of those. Right on, Daniel. Yeah, I mean, it happened to me. It really did happen. It scared the hell out of me. So beware, folks. And if you guys are trading crypto off of your phone, I would stop. Get a laptop and be plugged in with a cable wire. I know for younger people that's probably blasphemy. I don't think the phones are safe. Like if you got more than $20,000 in crypto and you're trading off your phone, you're vulnerable. And if you have 10 times that, 20 times that, more, and let's say you got let's say you got $500,000 in crypto, and you're trading on the phone and you get hacked. I'm telling you, you've been warned. You have to be really careful, and especially if you're getting any links or whatever, or get solicitation spam mails. It's never been worse. The phishing and everything never been worse. Be careful with your crypto in particular. Yeah. No, we're about to jump into some stonks. I'll give you guys a couple more. What's up, Ron? Wants to look at Hive. Justin, with your hyper thing, that was pretty interesting too. Hive, not bad. That's certainly up. Really up since Christmas. Not a lot of things. Look, there are not a lot of crypto that are up as strong as something like this or XRP or XLM or BTC that have held. That's pretty good. There's nothing I can give to you other than say, break it down to the next 4-hour setup. This is Hive USD, guys. Maybe a few things down here at 46. Not much. I don't have much to. I mean, great run. If you're in that, good for you. Still looks like it's good. Any hourly stuff? No, I don't have anything at the moment on that. Justin brought up this hyper liquid last time. Hype HYPE. I guess it's on MEXC. It's not on Binance or whatever. Oh, this thing popped today. This is what I wanted to get to. We had some stuff. This one came out relatively new. Did the full 886 reset. And it's down there. Again, it's depending on your feed. But it has my attention. Okay, I kind of like what's going on here. I'm looking at the 4-hour chart. It's somewhere around 18. Look, a big pattern at 19. So that hype, HYPE, that's a new one. Yeah, keep an eye on it. All right, Leong, I know you were wanted to see Theta. Theta's a good one. Theta's been a strong trend, right? It was. Oh, but look, here's what we got. Remember Theta was just another one of these bat patterns at 120? And so that's a type 1. Type 1. There's a dot. We're checking back around $2 you have to hold. You don't hold $2, you're going back for the type 2. Theta's was a recovery. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Theta on the weekly, guys. Beautiful bat pattern. This is why you get the software, Mr. Bruce. Mr. Bruce, I know you don't have the software. My man, if you want to know what your theta is going to do, follow the weekly levels. Get yourself above 198. That's the big XA cycle retracement level. Needs to hold there. But every time that's under $2, yeah, you can accumulate more. I would still look for 660. It's target 1, 663 for the cycle. Not bad. Okay, one or two more, and I'm getting out of here. Jack wanted injective. I know what you're looking at there, Jack. Do you have the software, Jack? Injective, type 2. Beautiful type 1 off that shark. I mean, I would say this. This is weekly, too. Get back to do a 13.5 retest. Currently 20. What's the daily look like? A couple of things. Boy, I would really love to see. Let's watch it here. You are oversold, and it's a type 1 off the bat pattern, but the bigger opportunity truly is a 13.5, 13.50 retest, $13.50. That would be the type 2 off of the shark. I mean, the pre-halving thing, 7 to 50, 7x, but all the way back down, smack you. And so now it's only a 2x off of the October low from 24. Let's watch that. If it got to 13.5, let me know. Remind me, because I would buy it there myself personally. Yeah. Got it. Nice. Nice. Great. Got the software. Neil wants to look at SUI. I'm really intrigued by SUI. It's going to be one more before I get out of here. It was up at 5.25. Now 455. Boy, is this going to just continue, or what are we looking at here? I've wanted to get in on this and check out what's up here. It was almost a perfect type 2 off the crab pattern. $5 is big resistance here. Let's wait and see. I don't have much to offer. Maybe 446, but I would prefer another pattern like we had back here at 360. And we could continue to stair step this up. Above 560, there's nothing. So if this is going to go, nuclear, it's going to be above 560. So if you're not in it, just give it time. Let's jump over some stocks. I think let's go to let's do some miners first, and then we'll get into the other stocks. But here's Marathon Digital. Mara bouncing right off of the 17 level. That's your XA on the bat. And yesterday we put in an HSI arrow. So you got some things that you didn't have last time we were talking about this last week. And dare I say, you're retesting this dot. You got a couple of things. XA level 1702, confirmation 1733. You are right between that at 17.25. This is nibble time. If you're not long Mara, this is a place to start a position. It has to hold here. And I'll be the first one to say that if it doesn't hold 17, it breaks down. I will warn you, it could go as low as 1350. Retest that crab. Go to the hop. That's kind of like, Clean Spark's the same type of deal. Clean Sparks needs to hold 10. But there's patterns here. Big XA at 1033, which is where we are right now. That's a beautiful type 2. So I'm going to nibble more. I'm going to add more. Okay. We need development out of this zone for the likes of these. I mean, if you wanted the chance to get a minor, I got to think that with type 2 patterns like this and where we are in the cycle, if the cycle is only going to go for the next 6 months, which I think it is, then we're hitting a sweet spot where this stuff should take off. I will say this, though, about Coinbase, which has really big stuff here developing. Your 4-hour chart, you write at 250. That's a big pattern. Type 2 would need to hold here. We did the 2 already, right off the top. And the daily chart's got other things where it's got to hold here or it goes lower. Where is this? Or was it? It's a weekly bat pattern, like here. There you go. So a weekly bat pattern. Target 1 is still 223. So today's just one day. We need to see some development, and we're not oversold even yet. So that's not as clear, but we know where the target should be. I'm still waiting for 233 or 223 on that. That would be the best thing for it. So keep an eye on that. All right, one more for Mr. Affairs. It's like this. Bit Digital is one. Bit Digital was always 3. You know, the big weekly level is 4. You're back under that 4 level. Remember this? Okay, Bit Digital down here. Massive pattern, but not really as strong as, say, Mara or CleanSpark. I think both the CleanSpark and Mara are probably better candidates. But if you want Bit Digital and you want to play low floater, well, this has got to hold right here at 3, and someday you got to get to 12. Someday you got to get to 12. It's kind of like XRP at 45 or 50 cents. But that went to its target, right? People didn't think it would go to its... People were like, $1.34 on XRP? That's no way, man. That's XRP's garbage. I'm just reading the patterns, guys, and we got to 270, and now we're ready to go to 5. So don't discount the patterns. Segue more, sure. 5-minute, oh, I just clicked on this. Get your TradingView username. Send your TradingView username to hpc@sr-analyst.com. Get the 14-day free trial. Also, anybody that purchases the program, you get 30 days. And I think I'm going to do a seminar within the next month, like a full, I'm thinking about it, a brand new full course seminar. I'll have more information on that on Thursday. I've spent a lot of time thinking about, I need a major update on the whole process. Because what I need is I do need an updated course, and great to do that live and then give you the recordings. But to show you guys exactly what constitutes an opportunity, we can stare at patterns all day. But if you don't know where do we buy it here where the T1 generates, or the dot, or where do we really buy it, and how do we know when it's going to truly go? All of that in between stuff. We talk about it here, but I need an organized tutorial, especially HSI stuff. We'll get there. Let's jump to stocks in larger capacity like QQQ, and just really get down to the nitty-gritty of that. Yeah, we're here. We're still in T1 land. We're still dealing with type 1 retracement. We were 502 when we started the session. Now we are 505. No biggie. We still need 487, guys. And so that's not going to change. I would love to see this by Thursday. Can we get to 487 by Thursday? I know that's 20 lower. It's like another 3-4% lower from current levels, but this is what we want to finish. We want to finish it one of two ways, although both would be best. Either we want to see the target 1 hit and or HSI arrow generate. HSI arrow like Can we get, if we don't get to T1, can we get an HS arrow like here or somewhere in there? That would end this 30-day, 50-day retracement off of the peak from last year and then get us ready for the rest of 2025. We're not there yet. I mean, daily's got to still come down. This is a big deal too. The fact that we were rejected, you know, HSI on the daily, 50 rejection, secondary 50 rejection. Even though we're bouncing a little bit right now, we're still in that daily downtrend. We need to turn that back up. We need a full day or two. Same with amplified. We're still in that downtrend under the 50. Can we get oversold? Be the best thing for it. We're still not there. Still not there. But we have all those patterns there. It'll give us a high degree of probability and give us a really nice way to frame out possibilities that let this come down. We've been saying this for weeks now. Let it finish what it needs to do, and then whatever it is, if it's in a week or if it's in a month, whatever it is down here that triggers, give us a dot, and then we could start this for later, second half of the quarter kind of a thing. Give it the throwdown move now. Best thing for it. Throw it down hard and fast, and then pivot right out of there. I'll show you a couple that, look, things we've talked about before. I'm not going to spend too much time on them, but you guys know, Tesla. It's up today. It was up 15 or 20. And we were 380 last week. Now we were 420 earlier. I'm still want 340. Because the 340 would complete the reaction, get oversold, and then once we stabilize from here, I could really say, all right, now let's start strategizing for the return move and then some. $600 it's still my 12-month target, meaning 1 year from today, I think Tesla will be at 600 or damn close. So we need to be buying it at the right price to capture maximum return move. I think that's 340. I think anything under 400 is a buy, but I need the trigger. I need the signal. 4-hour chart looks like this. Couple of dots on Tesla, and that was like 380. But no real pattern or anything. Let's watch this. Let's keep watching this. And, the other one, the two biggest ones I find myself really just continuing to look at is waiting for Amazon and waiting for Tesla to finish these type ones. For Tesla or for Amazon, it's back at 200, 201. Because once that correction is finished, I'd be satisfied with the fact that this whole upper channel test has been completed, resolved, come back down. You buy it on the retracement. Even like we could even do this. We're already able to kind of trace out X, A, B, C, D stuff, where even off of the November low to high, we're at a perfect 886 swing. And then the rationale being is our larger channel has experienced the retracement, just like we did back here in July. You went from 200 down to 150. That was just prime short-term oversold. Right at the August low, you go 150 to 230. Nice move. Nice 30% move. In the course of, what was it? Not even 90 days. Barely, like 90 days. Not even. That's how you get those kind of moves. You anticipate the throwdown, and we know the return continuation is going to come. Even stuff like AMD, guys, which has been weak AF, is getting close. Now, I said this last time. We've been looking at this since 127. It's flirting with the hop level at 114. We haven't done anything with it, but we're going to get a deep level oversold down here. And maybe it's even on the weekly, where weekly is got to get thrown down, where we're shark to 5.0, which is more like 102. Let it come to you. It's not there yet. I mean, there's AMD is still weak. It's not that I'm more bullish on it or anything. I'm just saying when this does finish this whole correction now, because we're almost 50% off the all-time high, it's going to be a big buy. And I want to be on it. Let me flash one or two more that are like this. Like Dell Computer down here. Can Dell come down to retest this? You know, we had a couple of patterns. Dell's not quite oversold, but look, back to back. Bat at 91, another bearish bat at 145. Okay, throw down, oversold. Doesn't look like that's stabilizing. Like 110 does not look like it's stabilizing on Dell. I'm thinking Dell might want 91 one more time, but that would be the type 2. Okay, all reasons to don't fret, anticipate it, because I think I'm not so concerned of that falling as much as not being prepared for the drop down, like a big drop down move, a capitulation move into that 90 area. It's a big retest of the long-term trend. You know, it's probably the biggest retracement since last July, and even probably you have to go even further back, you know. It's like that. Couple more. Yo, check out who's in the house. I owe you a phone call, girl. What's up? Randy Hipper, Miss Teen Crypto herself, has entered the building. Big shout out to Randy. You got to go check her out over her daily show, kicking major Bitcoin butt. What's up, Randy? Great to see you. Welcome to the show. You and I want you back on the stream really soon. And you know, ditto with your show too. Randy Hipper, everybody. Miss Teen Crypto, as seen on TV. She's high profile. Fox Business, interviewing Michael Saylor. Are you kidding me? This is legendary stuff. Well done. Well done. Great to see you. Thanks for showing up. Couple more, guys. Let's keep it rocking. Stonks. Somebody wants to look at. Was that you, Daniel? Wants to look at Rivian. Rivian, I'm not a fan. I mean, you guys can play these low floaters. I think you can play low floaters like this after we get through the corrective retracement we've been dealing with. And look at what Rivian's printing now. Lots of great patterns, but we're a type 1 shark. Okay, and that's why Rivian moved. Rivian did it's a type 1 shark bounce. Okay, from 950 to 14. And now back down. You're 1335. I think Rivian's got to go back to 950, my man. Maybe go back to 11. I'm not a fan. I think there's so many better markets to be in. Okay, I think there's stuff that's trending that you want to participate in that better than this. If you want, just don't over allocate. You guys know how I feel about Robinhood. Oh, look at that. It's breaking out today. 43 today. Robinhood's a $53 stock. Why? That's where the 618's at. We've taken out the 382. And that was 38. You guys know forever. I'm still long that. The 618's like 55. That's my target for Robinhood for the year, if not for this quarter. There's a number of these. The other one is Palantir, and I'm just waiting for Palantir to just let them sell it down for the next long entry. We've got some HSI popping today. Look, Harmonic Strength Index is oversold and giving us double inflection on the daily. This might be one of the best setups in Palantir since the last time, which was on that explosive earnings report. after the election at 47, or back here at 30. You guys know I've been talking Palantir since less than 30 as one of the best stocks for the next 5 years. And here you go. Get ready to jump back on. It's somewhere around 63, maybe 65. It won't be official until the close today, but it's looking good. We got a lot of things setting up. Let's go to NVIDIA. It's another one. What's NVIDIA doing? Getting smacked by patterns for the current situation. What patterns? Well, you had two. You had a beautiful type 1. This was the setup the whole time for the last 30, 60 days. We've been dealing with the deep crab right here at 150. And it did the type 1 rejection, came back for the retest, puts in another pattern with a dot, all of that at 150, and just got destroyed. So rejected off of there. What I really want to see on NVIDIA, can we get oversold with a dot somewhere here to finish off the secondary reaction? So 133 is a minimum. There's nothing here yet on NVIDIA. If we got down to 120, that's probably the next spot to jump on. But it's not there yet. It's not oversold enough yet. And we have to finish this. I didn't cover S&P, but check out ES. Okay, I mean, we're getting close, which is good. We need to see this. S&P is like a 57.30 target. Okay, what's here? It's another deep crab. There's our target, 57.32. Can we get there? 60. So it was 60.92. That was perfect. And we had a couple of bangs, knocks on the door, and they slammed it on them. Take it down. That's the point I want to see. Can we finish this and get to there? We're not there yet. Like, look, here's amplified, almost oversold. HSI, is this going to be it? It doesn't matter. Even we still have time. How do we know this? Because HSI has to get above the 50. So today, yesterday, 1 day, 2 day thing, we're not going to get any serious return acceleration out of this retracement unless HSI can pop above the 50. That's two more. You need to do some work. 2 more green days. That's it. I mean, you've got some things that you're getting closer, but we know the targets, we know the levels, we know the things that have to kind of come together here. Yeah, check out Miss Teen Crypto on X every morning at 9:45. Gives you the daily rundown of Bitcoin. I've been sneaking in there. I haven't said anything. I don't like to disrupt your show, but it's there. And I'm every once in a while checking out that, getting my daily dose of crypto from you, whether you know that or not. Here she is. Right over here. Miss Teen Crypto right there. Randy Hipper. Check it out. Okay? And my people should be following her. No, that's not even you. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. It's okay, so not bad. You have 200 followers on your spoof account. It's TEEN. What happened here? Oh, wait. Oh, I see. I misspelled it, and people are still trying to. Hold on. CRY. Miss Teen Crypto. 97,000 followers. That's you, right? That's it. Look at you. Damn. Almost 100K. People, my people. I mean, I'm not anywhere close to 100K, but I think I've got enough people where they're not following you. They should be able to get you to 100,000. So if you're watching the show, go hit up Randy, please. Come on, stop screwing around. She's got a great show. All crypto all the time. Get with it, everybody. Awesome. And by the way, welcome to Florida too. I don't think I've officially welcomed you there. Uh, that's the deal, guys. That's where we are. I really want the markets to come in for us. And again, I know this would be like the August low. If we can get to target one, then we could really think inflection and longer term continuation. Nothing's changed. I know people are talking interest rates and all of that. Nothing has changed. Sorry, we still have a money printer that's fully on. Okay, we still are spending money like it's going out of style, and we still have ever increasing debt. All of that, those metrics this lead to asset inflation, paper inflation. Markets go up when you've got that kind of environment, and that's not going to change. So that's the plan for S&P. And it's 57.32, even though we're 58.90. That's why you're not seeing, look, market's trying to rebound. I meant to show this. There was a really nice deep crab on the SPY right here. Look at that deep crab on the 5-minute extended hours. Perfect, going to target 2. But seriously, market itself, Nasdaq's, S&P's up like 17. Nasdaq's only up 40. This stuff should be up hundreds of points if it was really like S&P should be up 50 or 60. Nasdaq should be up 200 if it was super strong. It's not yet. We're still in that vacuum phase. Greg, what's up, Greg? He's saying Jamie Dimon's bashing Bitcoin. Go ahead, let him bash it. We want people to be negative on Bitcoin. You want people to be inclined to sell. I'll tell you what's interesting is you look at JP Morgan stock and it's pretty ridiculous. Anyone see this recently? JP Morgan on a weekly. What's going on here? Massive weekly bearish crab pattern. What can we glean from this? Well, there's the completion at 212, but it went straight to the hop at 241. Confirmation literally just signaled back in December. Can we retest this and get a dot at like 250? There's a lot of these like this. There are a lot of these that have set up like this where I'm watching these big patterns. It's pretty remarkable. But it's a little bit higher. I just thought that's one, JP Morgan, there's a ton of these. Even Microsoft, I said this last time. Microsoft hasn't done much for a year. What are we going to do here? Are we going to finally break out, or is this going to roll over? Yeah, I'm watching a lot of these because look, we're under the 50 here. Microsoft doesn't offer too much in the way of weekly, but daily double dot. At least for a pause, corrective pause, something. It explains why Microsoft hasn't moved. There's others, but I think we can just use the cues, use the SPY as the basis for everything else tech, and Bitcoin to a lesser extent, but pretty remarkable. And here, let me circle back really quick. Like the futures, same deal. Monthly double dot up there, that's at like 20,200, 20,300. The weekly is rolling down. I'm watching this week. This week is an important week. If we get a bearish candle, I know we're rallying today, but really need to watch this candle and under last week's low. That's the low is 2874. Okay, 20,900. Big number. Big number on NASDAQ. Why? Because if we have a follow-through candle that closes under this week's low, like 20,900, then I would say we do reach that 20K or 19K retest. That's how we get the Qs down to 487. The futures drop And I said this just last session, like it would not be that big of a deal to go retest the 886 of the November rally. You know, we went up, nice push into the end of the year, profit taking. Come on back. It's a Gartley, it's a BAT, it's a Bartley, whatever. You know, 22.8, 280, 20,300. I think that's the bigger number. It's not, I don't really think it's 21K, folks. And we could bounce here. You got some stuff. But I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. You guys know what I've been saying the last couple of weeks. What's here at the moment is just this hop level off that bat. That's it. At 28.50 on the futures. That's why we bounced this morning. But probably just temporary. We've got more work to do. We do. No, I'm not doing any more crypto today. SPX perfect bat. Where is that perfect bat? What time frame? 5 minute? Someone said there's a bat on the 5 minute futures or index. Well, there's a bat here. Retest that bat that on the futures 4 hour at 5,700. That links up with the swing move. On a 5 minute. Oh, okay. On the 5 minute, that's what they were. Yeah, well, that was we just covered that. But yeah, nice. And notice it was back to back. You know, we went from bearish in the open, do the reaction down to T1, put in the dot, do the return move. But I would think you're back here at the hop 58, 55. You get a bearish confirmation here in the next 30 minutes. That could be about it. I think we have more work to do. I hope to have a better outlook come Thursday before the inauguration. Like, okay, we've done the retracement and then everyone FOMOs in because of the inauguration, but we'll have to see. That's pretty good. A couple more, guys. Sure. Hey, ConocoPhillips, you got me, man. ConocoPhillips, I like that a while back. Ooh, we bounced hard off of that. I like Conoco because we're on the low end of that range. Last time we were down here, there's our channel. And this is another example of just a really nice trending stock. It doesn't move hyper fast, but it respects channels. You know, you're in a 5-year channel, and we tested that right at 98, the low end of that channel. That should hold. I like Conoco. I like Valero. If you want to play energy, go refiners. Go with the refiners. Conoco, Valero, VLO, or Marathon Petroleum. Did they? But I thought they got bought out. MPC. Don't know. But I'm looking at these. You're going to need refined products. Crude oil might fluctuate, but you're always going to need, and they're always going to pay premium for refined products. I mean, even stuff like XOM and CVX, they haven't done much for 2 years, 3 years, because we're sitting at the top end of that big. That's a weekly or even a monthly. There's big bearish patterns up here. Big. Weekly for ExxonMobil is this. Okay, right up there. Hop level 114. Now you've got a counter HSI, so maybe getting closer for that. But I like the refiners and all the energy, out of all the energy plays. Conoco, Valero, there's Chevron, probably the best integrated play. Hasn't done anything for 2 years. 3 years, sideways. 140 to 170. But you still get like a 4 or 5% dividend. That's not bad. Speaking of dividends, Verizon's warming up. You know, 38, I said that was the number last time. Or 36.75 because it's a shark to 5.0. We're getting close. We're getting really close. Like if that got to 37, I'd probably start nibbling. And get me an oversold. 36.78 to be exact. and get 5% yield or more, 6% yield. It's been a little while, but it's good. A couple more. What's up? I'm not the guy. What's up with me? Um, I'm having a decent day. Hit a couple early shorts. XLRP, XLM looking pretty good for me, and I just do I want to resize XLM? I'm thinking about that. A couple others. I'm ready for crypto to come back. I think we're almost done with that crypto retracement. Couple more. We did those. GoldenEye wants to look at Nugget. Gold's up, down. We're at the end of the seasonal time here. Weekly Nugget share just did shark to 5.0. So your 36.72 3 weeks ago should be the low. Go back to 50. What about the daily? Oh, daily's nice. Do you have the software? I hope GoldenEye, I think you have the software because it is a type 2, and that's a real nice look. That's the kind of thing when you're going through your stocks, the various markets you're looking at, and you've got one pattern and then second pattern, and it sticks it, at that 35, 50, 36 area, and can't, you put in a yellow dot, market stabilizes, price action. I mean, these are all signs. That's an important level, 36, 36.50, 35.50, where Nuggets should go back to 48, target 1, off the shark. And gold's the same deal. I don't care, we're still in that area with gold. Look, gold's still up. I said this last time. It was up 30 one day, down 25 the next. I'm not worried about those kind of gyrations. I'm looking for this wedge to get resolved on gold. And then gold above 2750, it's not 28 or even 2900. It's 3300. I'm looking for that wedge to get resolved. And then gold does this kind of a move above 3,000, but it's 3,300 because there's such a huge number here at 2750. It's where character changes. Okay, what is here? It's the all-time 1902. That's the top end of your 1618, 1902 range. Notice how we're pausing. And then we put in some counter dots on the daily. That's super strong. Like 2600 is your low on gold going forward. There's nothing else there. It's going to take a little time, but once you print 2801 or 2821, you're then on with a new character here where you go to the 2618, which is 3350. Seems like a lot to say that, but sorry, there is not between 2820. There's nothing till 3300. You heard that here first. And that is after this massive run. But you guys know what I've been saying about gold for a year or two, that I've been beyond impressed. It's not normal for gold to move like this. And it's moving so strong that it's just signaling higher prices, not lower. Like, this is a massive uptrend. This is a massive, and you go to the monthly, that's your cleanest chart. You're on it like this. There's the 1902. That's the absolute top end. We pause, and then we get above 2755, 2750. We go 2618, and then some. So maybe this is it. Gold looking to put in some lows here to then be the move that goes to 3K or higher. I think so. Gold's not stopping anytime soon, and I've heard a lot of people say gold's overbought. I don't agree with that. We're not looking at the same thing. Gold's not overbought. And a higher gold helps Bitcoin because that means people are looking to secure their cash one way or another, either in a hard asset, hard metal, or hard money. Randy knows hard money. That's Bitcoin. That's right. Bitcoin is. I'm convinced. But I'm also look. My other opinion with crypto though is that I think there's other players to come, and I think that's XRP, XLM, maybe even that SUI, Solana. I think these are all things that, as the total crypto market cap increases, these others are going to get allocation. But definitely Bitcoin. I've said this all along. It is a Bitcoin cycle. 2024, 2025 is a Bitcoin cycle, guys. And so Bitcoin has to move to get the rest of these move. Probably XRP is the surprise of the cycle, that we got Gensler out of the way and XRP is now free to go and reclaim the premium it truly deserved. I mean, from 60 cents to $2, that's just playing catch up. Beyond that, the real growth in XRP and what can it do is going to come above 270. So be aware of that. So that's it. That's what I have for today, folks. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go catch the second half of my day. Maybe we sell these futures down because they're rolling over. Nasdaq's up 40. We're not there yet. Let's just be real. We're still in the vacuum. The lame duck vacuum. Few more days officially, but it might take another 2 weeks to resolve what we need to do. But, we've been clear on it. And how are we clear? We're clear on it because of the clear patterns generated by Harmonic Pattern Collection that show us type 1 reaction is in business here. Let's get to 487 or let's get an oversold signal and then we'll deal. And I'll be the first one to say rip roar the longs, load up because we're ready for the continuation, but we're not there yet. Be ready to trade the market when it is ready to be traded. Okay? Guys, we'll be back on Thursday. You have any questions, get to me over at harmonictrader.com and get the software and all the rest of the fixins. Until then, as always,